Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some fun jank brew built around Hex of Undeath, which is 7 mana sorcery. Return up to 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So a super reanimation can basically reanimate like your entire graveyard of creatures for just 7 mana. So very powerful if you have a bunch of different names. So that's why we have tons of one-ofs in this deck that we're trying to reanimate. A bunch of big stuff such as the Summon, Valgavoth, Ghalta, Craterhoof Behemoth, Sire, the Vaultborn Tyrant, Altanak. Altanak you can play on 2, so we'll put it over there. Drakuseth, Terra of Mount Velus, the Armadillo, which you can also play on 2, and then Carnosaur here. You can also use this on 3. This is kind of our only interaction, which is why I wanted a couple of these in the deck. But turn 3, you can play this. And then we also got a bunch of haste enablers, such as Yarus and Cactusfolk Sureshot, Tannuk, and Enduring Courage all give haste to our creatures. So we're trying to reanimate all of these, give them all haste, and just win with one big attack. The Shapethief is kind of nice because it cycles, and then it can also come into play as a copy of a creature you control. So that's something you can do on turn 2, I suppose, as well. And then the other haste enabler is the Imodane's Recruiter, which just gives everything haste. So we're trying to hit one of these in the graveyard. Or if you have it in your hand and you have Ghalta, just give everything haste and win instantly. And the discard outlets that we have here are Rusik as a one-of here. Discards, makes treasures. The Summon, which discards and draws, but also adds mana because you're trying to get up to 7 mana here with Hex, which can be hard to get to. So being able to give extra mana and also draw a discard is nice. Also a creature that gets put into the graveyard that you can also get back. So kind of some nice synergy there. Some of the Seize the Spoils, again, it discards, draws cards, but also gives you a treasure, which gets you up to 7. And then, you can hardcast some of these too, which is kind of why we're playing all the red and green and Valgavoth potentially. Hardcasting some of these big guys if you don't draw the Hex. So that is an option in the deck. Other discard outlets is we got the Collector's Vault and then some mill in Esper Origins to surveil Town Greeter to mill and get some lands. And that is basically the deck, kind of straightforward. Mana base, the lands can surveil some cards into the graveyard as well, but a lot of untapped lands in this mana base. Not too many black sources because we only need that for the Hex, and treasures get there as well. So that is the combo. Let's jump some games and see it in action. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll try this one. We got the Esper Origins, so maybe that can help smooth out our draw here. Another one. We'll just put that in the bin. Alright. Dark Confidant. Okay, interesting. Let's go Origins and see what's on top. Neither of these, well, definitely want to put this. Do I want to keep that to try to mana accelerate? What's in my graveyard already? Nothing, right? Nope, no lands. I think I'll just put it in there. It's fine. Fill up the graveyard with some stuff. Try to find our Hex. Problem is I have nothing to play on next turn. Alright. Tapped. Actually, I probably should play this theater. Oops. Forgot I had that in my hand. Okay. Well, oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I could play out the Sure Shot. I could go Origins and just try to like accelerate into one of these things. Kind of like that play. I can certainly take it out. Don't really want either of those. And found a summon. Okay. No removal spell for this. So there's some sort of like artifact. Rakdos artifact. Something. Tithing Blade, I see. Okay. And Rust Harvester. Alright, well. We'll try another one. Or if we go Collector's Vault, then we can start casting stuff. For sure. The following turn. I don't hate putting another threat that they have to answer and play, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. The following turn. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go Esper Origins. Ooh, okay, we really want this, so we'll put this in our hand. Right. Let's do that. And then we'll go Theater and keep it on top. And then discard to hand size. Ghalta. Nice. Getting close. Yep. Weapons manufacturing, sure. Tithing Blade. Yeah. Takes that out. Gonna get munitions. Alright, but we can set up for a pretty sweet turn next turn. If we can play Vault and activate, or we could do Summon and Vault. That'll let us discard 2 things. Just getting this into play, though, is all we need. And that will put everything else into play, so let's just do Vault. And put this into play tapped. And pass the turn. I guess we could play this still. Just as a blocker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With this land. That's alright. Alright, they're gonna crack the scene of the crime. Draw. This should be a big turn next turn. Ooh, okay, Chandra, nice. And that, they can sacrifice an artifact. Draw a card, okay. Okay, swings for just that. Alright, we should be able to get him here. Activate the vault. And yeah, it doesn't really matter what we ditch, I guess. They're all coming back anyways. Alright, here's the big ol' hex. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these? Yep, and then sure. Town Greeter gets us land. And then this puts everything into play. Yep, that's pretty good. And then ditch a land. Another hex, just in case. Alright, sweet, sweet. That worked. Nice. On to the next one. Okay, going first. This hand looks okay. Not amazing. I said we surveil land. We could play this on 2. Yeah, we'll try to get lucky with that. No, but also don't really want another one of these. Assuming it resolves. Okay. Another land tapped here. Bristly Bill. Okay. So let's go Verge and summon. Discard, I think, a land, so then we can use this to get it back. Another land. Wow, okay. Okay. What does that do? Whenever counter is put on a creature, you draw a card. Alright. Alright. Discard a card. I guess another land. Don't know if I need the lands here. It's another summon. So we can do this to return something tapped. Play this. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Verge and play the Vault and pass. Really haven't hit anything great to return with this so far, but we'll see. Okay, they're drawing cards, putting counters on things. Fine. See if they swing. Technically, let's see, I could get up to 5 mana, and then this could give me 6 mana, 7 mana next turn. But I feel like they're not going to attack. Okay. Alright, return a land, put that in the graveyard. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Let's do the Vault. See if we can hit another summon, I guess. Just put that in the graveyard and cycle that for a land. What do we got? This and this and this. Nothing, still nothing great. Cycle this for a land. And then cast this one. And ditch the land. See if we can find... Okay, there's something big. Alright. Still have some chump blockers. Landware Elves. And Scavenging Ooze. And Talent. Ooze is... I gotta kind of do this now because... That's fine. That's gonna die. Get this back. Ooh. We did draw the land, so actually this will give everything haste, I think. So we can do... this. Ooh. But this should be maybe a lethal attack. Let's do the haste enabler. Wish this was earlier. Alright. Pay the life and then bring everything back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. discard a card. I can almost hardcast this, so maybe I won't discard it. Just decline. Swing with everything. And this can do 4. Yep, okay. Sweet, sweet. Nice. On to the next one. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll try this hand. See what happens. Let's go with our Verge. We can play either one of these. To start off, okay. I'm not sure. We can gain some life and do that. I think maybe we'll just go Esper Origins. 2. We don't need 2. For sure 1 will go. Do I want to draw one of these things? No, I don't think so. I think they're not on turn 2. It's not a very good card. I think we'll just go Rusick next turn, maybe. Which can maybe block. Although this can give them flying. Interesting. So we could do that. I think, again, we're just going to go here. And start to build up our graveyard and hope to draw the Hex. Bring everything back. Authority of the consoles. Okay. Makes everything come to play tapped. Let's discard Valgavoth. Since that's I'm least likely to maybe cast that one. I got 5 mana now. Could do an Esper Origins. Could do a Seize the Spoils. We could do Cactus. Sureshot. I think we attack. This has reach? It does have reach. That could be worth it then to block these things. Let's start with attacking. It will come to play tapped no matter what I do here. So maybe the Esper Origins is the best, because this can't really block that well. This could discard something. I could do this and this. That's true. All my creatures coming to play tapped is kind of an issue. This also has reach. Let's just go this. And ditch both of those. Bring it back and hit. Okay. A land. That's right. Me playing a creature is then going to trigger these. But maybe I can erase, I guess. Maybe that's my plan. I can play this next turn and give these double strike, actually. So that's an option. Alright, case. And yeah, I think that's just gonna do it if I do that, right? Because I'll have one. Oh wait, I need an untapped land? Oh no, this will give me extra mana, so we're fine. Okay. Yeah, so we can just cast this, right? And that'll give these double strikes so they're forced to block. I like that. Let's just do that. They will gain a life, and these will get pumped. But going in there. Alright. Block with 1. Take the hit. I'm going to take 4 more. Go to 5. And we're going to end the turn. So this is a sneaky way to gain some life. Yeah, I know. His mana base definitely messed him up. Messed him up. Starscape Cleric. Yeah. Ping me for 1. And take 7. But this should be game here. And discard this, I guess. And everything gets buffed. And trample. This has double strike. I can't even block this one. Alright, GG. On to the next one. Alright, going first. Yeah, we'll try it. Hand is okay. Can get a basic. I don't really want another one of those. Kind of funny. Find another one, but. Ooh, Hired Claw. Yikes. Okay. Alright, we'll do this. To get a forest. Now let's. There's a triple red. There's double green, maybe. Do I need double green for anything? Let's just do this now. Let me think. Do I need double green? There are some double green cards in the deck, so I'll go for the forest. I have double red here. Okay. Okay, against mono red. I'm gonna discard Valgavoth. It's probably the best thing to get back. Potentially, although Drakuseth is also very good. But I kind of want to keep that because potentially I can Tannuk that into play, actually. Alright, take the pings. I can play Tannuk next turn and then maybe that can threaten something. Okay, pumps that. Alright, taking a big hit. Take it down to 12. And can cycle this, but I think we'll just... Let's try the Tannuk. See what happens. Yeah. Not looking great here. Especially that they just swing out. They let us untap with this Tannuk, then we can do this, but... Okay, it's a bit concerning. Let's see. Oh, did I have a Witch Stalker Frenzy? Probably. Yeah. Yikes. Pumps that. Alright. Not looking good. We only have 5 lands, so we can't magically get there with that. Yikes. And this is gonna ping us another one if we play this. Need to hit land there. Draw, discard. Can't really see a way out of this one, but we can play this thing. Yep. Alright. GG. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll try this hand, see what it can do. Would have liked to be on the play, but what are you gonna do? Let's put that in the graveyard. Okay, red, green. Ooh, 4 cycling. Okay. Some sort of dinosaur deck, maybe? Alright. Play this. Play Collector's Vault. We'll start to go down the Collector's Vault route, I think. And... well, what can we do? We can ditch a land and then use Altanak if we want to do that. 3 mana. We could also play the summon. I think I'll do that. Let's go Fountainport, summon. And then ditch maybe the recruiter. Town greeter, okay. Not sure what they're up to, but something, okay. Kills that. Okay, there's a Carnosaur. Town Greeter and Esper Origins. I could do that. Or Town Greeter plus Collector's Vault. Or Esper Origins plus Collector's Vault. A lot of options. Let's see. I got a green land. Yeah, okay. Let's do Esper Origins. And put that in the grave. Another land on top. That's fine. And we'll go Verge and well, yeah, we'll do Collector's Vault and a turn. All right, there's another summon here. That's a good one. All right, we'll go Collector's Vault and ditch. Let's ditch a land so that way we can bring it back with Altanak, I think. Ooh. So then we go Altanak plus activate. I want to get this Bahamut out of our hand. Also, that could be useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll shock this in case we want to. Let's just hold up everything here. Hold up this and hold up Altanak. I think that's our plan. Another one of those, sure. Well, I guess if we take this out, it might be worth it. And then let's do the vault. There we go. Sweet, sweet. All right, so now we have 7. Yeah, that's perfect. Or even an extra mana. This comes into play tapped. Okay, so we can't also... although we could... because we have... if we do this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... so this nets us a mana, so we can discard the Altanak, and that should probably be a lethal attack. Okay, let's do that. Ditch this. Get another treasure. Hex the 1. So we have to actually choose here. 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I not selecting? Don't want the summon. There we go. Okay. Hex everything. Haste everything. Carnosaur hits a, well, hits a summon anyways. Okay, nice. And ditch the vault. And got him. That was pretty sweet. Nice, nice. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Hex of Undeath combo. This one was super fun. a little janky, not the most competitive combo I've ever played, but definitely very powerful when you get it set up. I'd say it's like a turn too slow to be competitive in standard. You know, it's you die on turn 4 a lot of the time against the aggressive decks, and it takes maybe turn 5 to get this set up, really. So it's kind of a hard sell, but definitely a fun one if you wanted to play in the casual queue at an FNM or just, you know, kitchen table Magic. This one was pretty fun. Yeah, let me know if you have any other thoughts or ideas of how to improve this deck. The other thoughts I had was maybe adding like another basic for the Armadillo in case you mill all of the basics or you play them. And you could maybe have more of the Surveil lands for Altanak. Yeah, but you could change up the numbers a bit if you wanted to, but everything, in my opinion, seemed to work pretty well in terms of doing what it wanted to do. But yeah, if you have any other thoughts or ideas, appreciate it. And really appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Big shout out to anyone who's joined my membership. Really appreciate that as well. There's a join button below and also in the description if you want to get early access to my videos. So thanks so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.